Hello, good morning everyone. This is Dr. Kausar Alisa, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, GFTC. In the previous class and all, we have come across regarding to the classification of cost and what are the essentials of a good costing system. So in this class, let us we have a elements of cost. So we know that there are three main elements in cost during the time of calculating the cost of expenditure for a particular product. One will be material, labor, and expenses. So what is this? Again, this material is being segregated into two, direct and indirect material, labor also into two categories. One is direct labor, or we can call it as wages, or indirect labor or indirect wages. Another one is expenses. Again, expenses are classified into two. One is direct, another one is indirect. Indirect expenses are segregated into factory overheads, administration overheads, and selling and distribution overheads. Let us will go one by one the type of cost. What do you mean by material? Material is nothing but a substance or a thing from which the product is made. So material means it is a substance or it is called as a thing from which the product is made. Or we can call it as material cost when we are going to calculate. So it is nothing but the cost of raw materials consumed for production, that is called as material cost. Again, in the case of materials, there are two types. One is direct material, another one is the indirect material. What are these direct materials, or what is the direct material cost? The materials that enters into and forms a part of a product is known as direct material. Direct materials are those materials which becomes a part of a product, or the materials which becomes an integral part of the finished product, which can be assigned to a specific physical units. Or we can call it as the materials or the components specifically purchased or it is produced from the stores, or primarily packing material, for example wrapping or cardboard box, that is also called as a direct material. Or the materials which are purchased or partly produced components for the purpose of production of other material, then it is also called as a direct materials. So direct materials means which is a part of a product. And again, what is this indirect material? Means indirect material is nothing but the materials which are used for the purpose of auxiliary to the business and which cannot be assigned to a specific physical units. They are called as consumable stores, oil, waste, printing and stationery materials are also called as indirect materials. Or we can say that indirect materials are those materials which cannot be traced as a part of a product. Or indirect materials can be called it as on-cost materials or expense materials. For example, again we can say that fuel, lubricant, oil, all these are all called as a indirect material. It is not a part of a material which cannot be seen, but it is used during the time of preparing a main product. Or we can say that some small tools when we are going to be used for producing a particular unit of a product, that is also called as the indirect material. And let us will go to see that what do you mean by direct material cost. What is this cost? Materials we have come across, then what do you mean by a direct material cost and an indirect material cost? Direct material cost means all the raw materials either purchased from outside or manufactured. The cost which is incurred for the purchase of all the raw materials either from outside or if it is being manufactured, right, in an organization or in a particular unit or in a particular department, that is called as a direct material cost. Indirect materials means the indirect materials which cannot be identified, the cost which cannot be identified with the individual cost center, but it is going to be assist the manufacturing process and it does not become an integral part of a finished goods. For example, cotton waste or oils, lubricants. For purchase of all these materials, whatever the cost is going to be incurred, that is called as an indirect material cost. And the next thing is called as labor, or we can call it as wages, that is called as the labor cost. So we know that for producing a particular product or to work in a particular department, the efficiency of a production department is very, very important, because there itself the workers are going to convert the raw materials into a finished goods, right? Therefore, the skill of the workers or the efficiency of the workers is very, very important. If the skilled workers are helping in decreasing the cost of product, it will increase the quality and quantity of the production. Skilled workers, experienced workers, or trained workers, what we are going to be called. If we use such kind of workers, means we can go for reducing the cost of production, where ultimately it will rise to the quantity of the production. So whatever the cost that we are going during the time of producing, those costs or those production, we have to pay the wages, or that is called as the labor cost. What do you mean by this labor cost or wages is nothing but, so again the labor cost will be having two, one is direct labor, another one is the indirect labor. Labor cost is nothing but the human contribution to the production, right? The cost which is being incurred, or the cost of expenditure which has been incurred in the form of paying the salaries or in the form of paying the wages for the utilization of human knowledge, that is called as labor. In return to that, we'll have to pay the salaries or we'll have to pay the wages. That wage or that salaries are called as the labor cost. So again, this labor cost, or we can call it as direct wages, because these are the wages where we are going to pay to the laborers, those who are helping during the time of construction or during the time of producing a product, or in a manufactured or in a particular production department. So they are also called as the productive wages. The wages which is being paid to the direct labor, they are called as direct wages. So direct labors are those labors which are directly engaged in the production of goods and services. Is nothing but worker on machine, the shoemaker making shoes, the actual workers, or in the construction of building, the people those who are involved directly during the time of constructing the building, the workers those who are involved directly, they are called as direct labors. The wages what we are going to be paid to the direct labors, it is called as direct wages. And the other kind of labors we can come across, that is called as indirect labor. Who are these indirect labors then? Indirect labors are nothing but the labors who do not directly engage in the production of goods and services, but indirectly helps the direct labor engaged in production. Then who are these people? Those who are helping to the people, those who are involved directly in case of producing a product. There may be the watchmen, the foremen, the gardeners, the cleaners, right? They are all called as indirect labors. The wages what we are going to pay to these labors, they are called as indirect wages. Let us will come to the other type of element, that is called as an expenses. What do you mean by this expense? We know that expense is nothing but the cost of services provided to an undertaking. So again, in the case of expenses, we are going to come across two types of expenses. One is direct expenses, another one is the indirect expenses. What are these direct expenses? Direct expenses are those expenses which are neither direct material cost nor direct wages, but are directly identifiable with a job or with a process or with a particular operation. These direct expenses can also be called as chargeable expenses, or we are going to call it as prime cost expenses, or they are process expenses or productive expenses. These expenses are not incurred while the job or contract is in process of execution as direct material or direct labor, but these expenses are leading to a job or contract. So direct expenses are those expenses which can be identified and can also be allocated to a particular cost center or to a particular cost units. They are called as expenses. We can say royalty paid, depreciation of plant used. These are all come in the category of direct expenses. And next one is indirect expenses. What are these indirect expenses means? All indirect expenses costs, they are other than indirect material and indirect labor. The costs which are incurred than other than the material and labor. Here they are not directly identified by a particular job or a process or a work order, right? They are or any common cost units or a particular cost centers. So the expenses when we are going to pay rent and rates, the lighting expenses, or we can call it as the power expenses, the depreciation on a plant, or the maintenance on plant and machinery. These are all come in the category of indirect expenses. Indirect expenses means it cannot be directly identified, but it can be uh, allocated and apportioned to a particular cost center. In case of direct expenses, it can be identified very easily. It can be allocated to a particular cost center where it is been where the expenses are going to be incurred. And next, later on that, let us will go for the components of the total cost. We are going to come across the how the total cost can be calculated. First, in the case of cost sheet, we have to calculate all these types of costs. That is, the first one is the prime cost. What are these prime costs means? Prime costs are nothing but those types of costs which consist of only direct materials, direct labor, and direct expenses. The combination of material cost, direct labor, and direct expenses all together, right? It is called as prime cost. Let us will go to the second type of cost that is called as factory cost, or it can also be called as production cost or works cost. What type of cost is that? So here factory cost, it is comprises of cost plus works or factory overheads. What are all the expenses of only indirect which are relating to the overheads? Indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses, all these comes in the category of factory cost. The sum total of all these expenses or we are going to be called as overheads. It is called as factory cost. And the expenses indirectly which are involving only for the office and administration, they are called as office cost. And the total cost is nothing but the selling and distribution added together the total cost or the cost of sales. Let us will see here in the case of total cost, we are going to come across some of the indirect expenses. These indirect expenses itself are the it may be of indirect labor, indirect material, or indirect expenses all together, right? We can call it as overheads. Again, the overheads can be segregated into three. One is works overhead or the factory overheads, administration overhead, selling and distribution overheads. So we during the case of components of total cost only we come across one is called as the factory cost. It is nothing but factory overheads. What are these factory overheads or production cost or the factory cost or it can also be called as works cost. Factory overheads are nothing but manufacturing overhead where the ultimate production is going to be taken place in that production department or in a factory. What are all the indirect expenses which are involved on material, labor, and the indirect expenses all together comprises of factory overheads, or it is called as production cost. Or it can also be known as the cost of sequence of operation, which begin with the supply of materials, labors, and services, and ends with the primary packing of the material. Right? This prime cost means the total cost of direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses. But in case of factory cost, it consists of indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses which are related only to the factory. They are called as factory overheads. Overheads are nothing but the indirect expenses, or which is indicating the expenditure incurred, right, over and above the direct material and direct labor is called as overheads. And next, and again, this factory overheads can also be called as manufacturing overheads, where we can able to see that materials which are used to the support of production process, they are called as indirect materials, and the wages paid to the employees who are not directly involved in production work, they are called as indirect labor. And what are all these factory overheads means? They are indirect materials, labor, factory rents and rate, lighting, power, depreciation on factory plant. All these types of costs are coming in the category of factory overheads. And the next type of overheads, we are going to call it as administration overheads, or we can call it as administration cost. It is nothing but it is the cost of management of secretarial, accounting, administrative services, which cannot be directly related to production, manufacturing, or the other functions of the business. But we can say that these administration expenses, they are in the nature of indirect expenses, which includes salaries, office staff, accountants salary, director's salary, rent and rates for a building, postage, printing, stationery, right? These all come in the category of administration overheads. It is nothing but the office where the administrative people are not involving in the production related, but for the sake of the production, the expenses which are going to be involved for planning or for the purchase of stationaries or any other supplies or the salaries to the executive people, to the directors, or to the legal advisors. All these are comes in the category of administration overhead. Administration means those who are administrating the work, right? The people, those who involved in such type of works, the wages or the expenses which are going to be involved, it is called as administration overheads. And the next type of overhead, it is called as selling and distribution overheads. What do you mean by this selling and distribution overhead? Selling cost, it is nothing but the cost incurred in securing the orders. It may include the salesman's salary, the commission, the traveling expenses, or rent of a sales office, the showrooms, training to the sales staff, or the cost which is incurred for preparing the tenders, or the cost which are incurred after sales services. All these kinds of cost when we are going to incur to sell a particular product, or which makes the people to stimulate demand, that kind of cost is called selling cost. So the selling and distribution, we are going to show it in a particular head, that is called as selling and distribution overhead. Then what are these distribution costs mean? Distribution cost is nothing but the cost incurred in warehousing the saleable products or delivering the products to the customers. The cost which incurs to deliver the products to the customers. It may include the rent of a warehouse, or the insurance, the freight charges, the export duties, packing charges, shipping charges, all these types of costs which are incurred to distribute the material, the finished product to the consumers. It is called as distribution cost, right? So these are all comes in the category of selling and distribution overheads, right? So in case of cost, we have come across three elements. One is material, labor, and expenses. Again, the materials are segregated into two. One is direct and indirect. Labor also into two. One is direct labor and then indirect labor. And expenses also, we are going to segregate the direct expenses and indirect expenses. Again, these indirect expenses are classified into three. One is factory overheads, administration overheads, and selling and distribution overheads. Right? So with this, I am going to end the session. Thank you.